Yo, what's up, guys? Back with another video. Hold up. My bad. Let me mute that. My bad. All right. So, anywho, so today's video, I'm gonna try to make this. I'm gonna try to make this as short as possible because I found that I have a tendency to ramble. If you see my last video, this is going for 30 minutes. I don't want this to be 30 minutes long. So anyway, as you know, I'm a big college football fan. Um, I'm a big sports guy, but when it comes to football, I personally think college football is better than the pros. Shoot me, but I don't know something about the games, just the stakes. I don't know. It's a lot better to watch. Plus, there's just so much more of it. I guess it's not really a quantity over quality thing. I think it's a quantity and quality over quantity and quality. That didn't make any sense. But you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. There's more college football. I think there's better quality of football in college than in the pros. So this is gonna be a very simple video. I'm just gonna go through the top 25. Um, so right now it is 1:05 a.m. 10/25, 2022. It's a Tuesday. So these are the most up to date rankings from based off of last Saturday. So it's gonna start. We're just gonna go break them down 1 to 25, and yeah. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start from 25 and work my way up. I think that'll be a little bit better. So just a quick little tidbit: Texas and Mississippi State dropped out. So 25, South Carolina. Okay, that's surprising. So they came off a win over Texas A&M. They have Missouri next week. Win loss. I'm gonna go with South Carolina. It's at home. They're ranked. Um, Coached by Shane Beamer, who's part of that Beamer family, that Beamer ball. If you knew it, if you watched any ACC football, Big East football back in the day with Virginia Tech. Um, Very defensive heavy. Um, I can't really. It's not going to be a blowout, but I don't. Um, I think they'll do enough defensively to pull out the win. 24, North Carolina State. So they were off last week. They have Virginia Tech. It's a Thursday night. These are a little tricky. These middle of the week type football nighttime games. Um, Virginia Tech has been down for a number of years. Um, I'll rock with NC State. Tulane. This is very surprising. Tulane is 71. They moved up 2 spots. They came off a win against. Excuse me. They came off a win. Oh, ow! Damn, my chest. My chest. I think I burped so hard my chest hurts. Jeez. Sorry about that. Um, so yeah, 71. They got Tulsa. On November 5th. That's in 2 weeks. Okay, so they have a bye week this Saturday. Okay. Uh, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna take them over Tulsa. Um, I think this will be a cool story. Um, hey, you never know. They win enough games. They keep winning. Win the AAC. Hey, they may do some crazy. I think Cincinnati's ahead of them, but not by too many spots. And then they, obviously there's a chance. You know, I don't know. I don't know really the conference alignments for the AAC. but they keep winning. They got Cincinnati on Thanksgiving, so a lot can happen, man. They could end up in the New Year's Six. We'll see. 22, Kansas State. They lost to TCU Saturday. TCU is no joke. No joke, bro. I'll get to TCU later. But I'm really liking the Adrian Martinez. I feel like he's resurrected, his college career. I'm happy to see it. Unfortunately, they got Oklahoma State next week, and I think they'll be 2 in a row, and that'll pretty much knock them out of the top 25. NC, what am I calling NC? North Carolina, 6-1. They had a bye. They got Pitt this week. I still don't trust them defensively. They if you've seen any of them games, they give up a lot of points. They should have lost that game early in the year to Appalachian State if he didn't drop that 2-point conversion. But yeah, I mean North Carolina is for real. Mac Brown's got them, in basically in contention for ACC championship game. You know what I mean? You just got to keep they just got to keep winning and keep stay focused. So I'm gonna pick North Carolina over Pitt. So that's what I was talking about. Cincinnati 6-1, the number 20. They squeaked out a win on SMU. They got UCF next week, or I guess this Saturday. It's gonna be a close one. I kind of want Cincinnati. I want Cincinnati to keep winning because I want the Tulane Cincinnati game to mean something on Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna go with Cincinnati close. 19 is Kentucky. They had a bye. Unfortunately, they have to go into Knoxville Saturday night. This is it's going to be roadkill. Let's just call it what it is. Tennessee big. LSU. Okay, LSU is back in the top 25. Very huge win over Ole Miss. My man, Brian Kelly used to coach Notre Dame. I'm happy for him. He's got them dudes. They doing all right for the first season. Oh man, unfortunately, I mean they have a bye this week. They come back next week against Alabama. It's at home, so you always got to put this chance at your home, especially in college football. For the just because because I like Brian Kelly so much and what he's done for Notre Dame. In my heart, they win. If I go by my head, Alabama will win that game. So it's a toss up. I'm gonna go out on a limb. LSU wins that game, November 5th. Let's see, 17. Illinois. Okay, Illinois is another surprising team in the top 25. Actually, I don't remember. You probably have to go back years. I don't remember the last time Illinois was ranked, but they'll still be ranked next week because they go to Nebraska. Now it is in it geez, about to say Norman. It's in Lincoln, Nebraska. I don't know where Norman is Oklahoma. I don't even know where I had to mix them up. But I think that could be this is a big game for Illinois because Illinois has to come out. They had a bye week. They got moved up in the rankings. This is a big game because this is like a sleeper game because a lot of teams they get into the top 25 for the first time. They're not in familiar territory. You know what I'm saying? They're not used to the success. So they go into the sleepwalk. Nebraska come up and upset them. I think Illinois, they've had enough. I think, just in general, the program right now is doing a lot better than Nebraska. The coaching, the team. I'm gonna go Illinois against Nebraska. Syracuse, another team. So they just came off their first loss to Clemson. Ain't no shame in that. Um, they're another surprising team this year. They play Notre Dame. It's a Saturday noon. It's in South Bend. I'm gonna have to call it. It's gonna be 2 losses in a row for Syracuse because I think Notre Dame just the game they played, last week they were just firing off cylinders. You know what I'm saying? Just complete game. Now it was against UNLV, but the way this season has been going, I'll take it. I'll take it. So yeah, I think Syracuse will lose that game. Saturday. 15 Ole Miss after they get shellacked by LSU. They go to Texas A&M, which is another tough. That's another tough game. I think Texas A&M will bounce back. Ole Miss has always been one of them teams where they always fall apart near the end of the season. This season, in my opinion, will be no different. So I think Ole Miss will lose again. That'll be 2 in a row for them. Utah, not surprised. They're always in contention, always a top 25 team. They had a bye, and then they played Thursday night at Washington State. Now that right there is a trap game. That is a quintessential trap game. Because Washington State isn't all that great, but they're not a pushover. See, the thing, a lot of people look at football as they look at football like basketball. Football, there's no such thing as a pushover in football. You got to goddamn play basketball. Sometimes, especially in college basketball, sometimes these games are they're so chalk. It's ridiculous. It's like that team's gonna win by like 40 points in basketball. Football, this can go any old way. This is gonna be a trap game. I think it'll be very, very close. Utah wins close. I'm talking about 3 points. I think it'll come down to like a very wild last possession. Washington State just comes up short, so I'm gonna go with Utah to win. Penn State, 13, moved up a couple spots after a big win over Minnesota. They have Ohio State in Ohio State, Saturday noon game. I don't know, man. Until somebody proves it to me, Ohio State. Every year, it's like their offense is like a video game. It doesn't make any sense. I think it's gonna be. I'm not gonna say bad. I say it's about a couple. I say it's gonna be a 2 touchdown game. Ohio State, they'll lose Ohio State Saturday. UCLA was also a surprise this year. They just had their first loss. You know what I mean? But I mean, hey, they're making very good strides. They're at home against Stanford. That'll be a tough game for them. I'm interested to see how they'll respond because, like I said, UCLA hasn't been really relevant for a number of years. So we'll see what happens. With see if Chip Kelly can get them boys, back in line. Get everybody on the same page. Rebound. I think they'll rebound against Stanford. It'll be a tough one. I think they'll pull out the victory. So now we're going to 10. So apparently there are 2 teams tied at 10. You got Wake Forest and USC. So Wake Forest, big win over Boston College. Sam Hartman is that guy is incredible. I'm gonna call it now. Sam Hartman is going to be one of the first. I'll say he'll be one of the top 5 quarterbacks taken off the board. I'm saying I'm calling it right now. That guy can play. Physically, I don't know, but he has the intangibles. He can throw. He just plays quarterback well. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I think he'll be taking off. I think he has to go to a team that has some kind of establishment. I'm not taking that guy like in the first round to, or at least early. I'm not taking him early first round. There's no team this year like he'd have to go. He'd probably be going to like Detroit. The way it's looking like Detroit or like who else is bad this year? Like Indianapolis. Them teams are a mess. That's not where you want to send them if you're going to pick him up. He needs to go to like a like a Kansas City or like a maybe a Philly type team. Hell, Tampa Bay. I mean, Brady's looking weird, but like if Brady comes back another year, which I don't, after the way this season's been going, I don't think he needs to go after this year. But you know, that would be a great fit for him to learn behind Brady with all them weapons. I mean, they still have weapons down in Tampa Bay. They just have been they've been struggling. But anyway, they're at Louisville Saturday. I think they'll continue to put up points and beat Louisville handily. Um, and then you got USC who had a bye. Um, I don't like this team. I don't like this team because they get too much praise. That guy, what's it, Lincoln Riley? That guy, everyone's talking. They talk about him like he's the next freaking. Uh, I don't know, like he's the next coming of Nick Saban or he's not even on the level of freaking um uh Pete Carroll. Come on, man. Like relax. Like the guy. I mean, I'm not saying he did a bad job in Oklahoma. He had two Heisman Trophy winners back to back. I mean, the guy can coach. He can recruit. But I don't know, man. I just don't like these. I don't like these big city schools. Like USC is so LA. I mean, this is some stuff they do in LA. Just take all the best players and go down there. But hey, man, you still got to play football, right? And they've been beat, so they're not juggernauts by any stretch of the imagination. But they do get a nice little break. They get Arizona. Arizona's been bad for a while, man. A good 5, 6, 7 years. They'll beat them handily. Oklahoma State, big win over Texas. Who Texas actually dropped out because of this. So it's going to be a very good game against Kansas State. It's at Kansas State. Um, so I don't know. I'm not going to say it's a letdown game because, like I said, Kansas State is not a pushover. They're actually very good. Um, I think this will be another high scoring game. Um, I don't know. This is a toss up. I don't know. For the sake of just for the Big 12, I want a Big 12 team in the in the playoff. But at the same time, Adrian Martinez has been through so much crap, especially what he went through at Nebraska. I kind of want him to get his signature win. You know what I'm saying? Plus Kansas. Where's Kansas State? Kansas State was at where are they? Are they that far down here? Oh, 22. Okay. I was gonna say maybe if they win they can jump, but I don't know. A lot would have to happen this weekend. Even if they win, I don't think it wouldn't be enough of a victory to get them into the top 10 unless they like blow out Oklahoma State. That's not happening. Oregon, sitting nice at 8. Okay, big win over UCLA. They got Cal next week. That man, what's his name? Bo Nix. Bo Nix can play. Like I think whenever he comes out, he'll be a top 5 quarterback prospect coming out. It's at Cal. I think they'll handle business, even on the road. TCU. Now this is another big one. Like I said, I want to see someone from the Big 12 get it. I think TCU has the best chance because just because they're ranked higher. But I think defensively they have the best. That historically TCU has had very good defensive squads. Um, Now I'm a little concerned because it's at West Virginia. West Virginia is no slouch, especially their home crowd. I remember back in the day, them Big East games at West Virginia, especially at night. Now this is gonna be a day game, but I think they'll come out on top with this one. They'll get challenged. I expect them to get challenged, but I think TCU will continue to stay undefeated. Because at this point of the season, a loss would I'll say a loss would knock them out of it. I don't like it's just not. It was not enough game left. After this, it's only 4 weeks left. Um, and this is a conference game too, so that would affect the not just the rankings, but the conference rankings too. Um, that loss could be monumental. So they got to stay focused and get this dub, which I believe they will. Alabama, um, yeah, none. They still at 6. They had a big win over Mississippi State, which is a team that didn't deserve to be ranked. At LSU in a couple weeks, like I said, I'm rolling with LSU in my heart. I'm rolling with LSU because, like I said, it's the thing with it's the thing with it's the same thing with basically Alabama is just USC South in terms of prestige. Uh, like I said, if they get another loss, I think if Alabama were to lose in 2 weeks, I think their season would be eventually over. Because I don't think they would. A lot of crazy mess would have to happen for them to get into the playoff with 2 losses, and basically, they would have two. They would have 2 conference losses, which is like that would be very hard to overcome to get even to get into the SEC championship game. So I'm gonna go LSU. Very close game. They'll come out on top. Clemson, number 5, hadn't moved. They had a squeak. They worked hard to get this game against Syracuse. They're at Notre Dame in 2 weeks, which gives me hope that Notre Dame can pull out the upset. Hey man, if your season ain't going great, your team's not doing well, the next best thing is to play spoiler, right? I think they'll come out there, pull the upset. Heart and mind on that pick. Michigan hasn't moved, still at 4. They got Michigan State. That's a rivalry game. It's at home. But I mean that at home away it doesn't matter. It's a rivalry game. It's an in-state rivalry game at that. Um, I think this is the year Michigan actually makes that push, and they'll actually. I'm not gonna say it's this year, but it's their year. But I think they'll, this is their push for another, playoff bid. And then they still got to get through this, and then they still got to, they still got Ohio State. So, this will be a good game Saturday night. It's gonna be rocking. We'll go Michigan. Michigan will win that one. Tennessee. So Tennessee just came off a win over UT. I don't understand this, man. SEC, the SEC is the only conference in America that does this crap, where they'll play cupcakes in the middle of the season. You're 6 weeks in. Why are you playing Tennessee Martin? That come on, man. Look, all these upper echelon teams. Look, whatever you get a cupcake. You get one cupcake, and that's week 1. You don't get a cupcake in the middle of the season. Come on, man. Especially the fact that this was after the Alabama game. It doesn't make any sense. But they played Kentucky at home. Rocky Top, go Noles. I mean, go Noles. Go Vols. Or Vols. They'll win that one, Tennessee. stays in the mix. Ohio State, big win over Iowa, which is not surprising because Iowa is very mediocre at everything this year. Defense, offense, special teams. I think they won the first game of the season against some FCS team. It was like what 9-7, 9-6 or something. It's foolishness with this team. You can never take Iowa seriously. Never take them seriously. So like I said, they got the game against Penn State. It's at Penn State. It's in during the day. Um, like I said with Penn State, until someone can prove they can stop this offense, nothing will change. It's like video. It's a video game out there for them. So Ohio State will win that game. And last but not least, number one, Georgia Bulldogs. They had a bye week. Florida is next. What do they call this? What do they call this rivalry? It's the cocktail. What is this? What is this? It's a name. What is this called? Oh my gosh! This is the. I used to know all the rivalry games by name. Like like the Red River Shootout, not the Red River rivalry. I don't know when that changed. It's the Red River Shootout. Damn it, Texas, Oklahoma, Red River Shootout. Um, this is gonna hurt because they're gonna talk about this during the week. They're gonna talk about this Saturday. The name is the name of the rivalry. Uh, oh man, this is gonna hurt. You know what? I'm gonna look it up. Let's see. Give me a second. Florida, Georgia rivalry game name. Here we go. It is called. What is it called? Is it just called the Florida Georgia game? Oh, get the hell, get out of here. What is it called? Oh man. Here you go. The world's largest outdoor cocktail party. Boom. There we go. That was gonna hurt me because I knew it was something about cocktails. I just couldn't remember what the hell it was. Um, it's another rivalry game, neutral field. I wouldn't be surprised if Florida beat them, but at the same time, I think Georgia has something to prove. You already know people are already gonna be out there. Oh, they beat Alabama last year, but that's a fluke. They're not gonna be that good this year. Hey man, they're going out there. It's they're trying to repeat. I can't remember the last time. I can't remember the last time a college football team repeated. Um, when who was the last college football team to repeat? As champions. All right, so you'd have to go back to 2011, 2012. Okay, now the last time someone repeated, so we talking about 10 years. The last time a school repeated. So I mean that's that's a big task, but I think it'll help that if Alabama doesn't get in. Yeah, Georgia wins. And so yeah, that's my assessment of the top 25 this year. What I think is going to happen next week and the week after. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace out. Bye.